Hey, what's up everyone? This is C Good. Thank you for joining in because I'm going to do a album review of the new Explosions in the Sky album, End. All I have to say is this is my favorite band, maybe of all time, for sure. #1 post-rock band. And all I have to say are good things about this album because there's no pros and cons. If I did have to say something negative, all I gotta say is this album is better than The Wilderness. Now, you know Explosion in the Skies, they are very long tracks, built up, epic, heroic masterpieces. And since their 2016 album, The Wilderness, they came in with a different mindset of creating songs like that sound a little bit like a soundtrack but shorter. But all I have to say is that these tracks are a whole lot better than The Wilderness because they bring that post-rock vibe. They have great build-up. They just make you feel good. And yeah, that's the only negative thing I gotta say is that this album is better than The Wilderness. This is gonna be a short album review because I don't want to talk forever about this album. All you gotta do is watch this video and go check out the album, go buy the record, go see them live. They are fantastic live. Go ahead and go to your local record store, buy the record, and let me know what you think, comment below. But yeah, here we go. I'm going to talk about this album. So this album is just pretty good. You know, it's not, like I said, like the only negative thing I can say is like it's better than Wilderness. Also, I guess another pros and cons or negative thing I could talk about is that it's not as best as their first 4 records. You know, those albums were fantastic. That's why I got them all. But, you know, as bands evolve and get older, they go towards a different path because they want to sound different, and I think it's good. It's okay, you know what I mean? But I still love this band. They've been around since 1999, I think, and they're still creating good music. It brings that Texas sound, Western sound. I love the guitar tones, the delay and reverb. Explosion Sky has always been organic and true to themselves. It definitely reminds me of home since I am from Texas, and they're pretty epic. If you're watching the video and never heard of Explosions in the Sky for the first time, you definitely need to get into your discography because all the albums are great. My least favorite album is The Wilderness and probably Take Care, Take Care, Take Care. Actually, I think this album might be as close or better than Take Care, Take Care, Take Care because this album brings in a lot of good feelings, a lot of emotions. It's called The End because it could be the end of all kinds of things, but then there's a new beginning. So it could be the end of a relationship, it could be the end of someone passing away, but then there is a path for us to be something better than there was before. And I think that's what brings the bright side of this album, and there's a story to it. I feel like with The Wilderness, there wasn't really a story to it. I don't know, maybe I didn't dig deep enough in the internet. But this album just brings good feelings, good emotions, you know? It makes me feel good. And I think this album came out on September 15th, and today is September 18th. So I'm only 3 days in, and I'm loving the album. So for sure, this album is definitely going to be in my video for the best albums of 2023. I'm not too sure if it's going to be my #1 album, but dude, there's a lot of good stuff on here. And like I said, I'm just going to praise a bunch of good things about this band. I've seen this band probably like 7 times in my life. They're just amazing. I think the best time I saw them was at San Antonio Sound Fest, which only lasted 1 year. I think it's like, has a relationship between Fun 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 Fest in Austin, Texas, which is amazing. I've seen so many damn good bands. But that was the best time I enjoy Explosion in the Sky because they're just playing, I don't know what it was. They always play the same tracks, but it just got better and better and better and better after each track they played. And yeah, I think I said this before, if you haven't seen this band live, you gotta check them out. If they're coming to your hometown, buy tickets, invite your friends and family. You're gonna have a good time, even though if you never heard this band before. But yeah, I've always liked post-rock since I was in high school, which was like almost 20 years from now. And it's just an amazing, good feeling of this type of music. And, you know, bands like This Will Destroy You, Russian Circles, Godspeed You Black Emperor. Now there's a new band that's in my life called Wander. That's like a shout out to them. They're fucking so good. They kind of sound like Explosion Sky, but, you know, this is top notch right here. This is the band that's the best post-rock band ever, I feel like. I know a lot of old school people could be like, oh, Mogwai, Don Caballero, Tortoise. Yes, those are all good bands. I love Mogwai. Oh my gosh, trust me. I need to make a video of that. But, dude, check this album out. I'm just going to hype it up. You just need to go buy it, listen to it, get lost into it. All the tracks are kind of short because if you're a Explosion in the Skies fan, you know all these tracks are like 8 minutes to 12 minutes long. But this one's kind of like somewhat like a soundtrack, but not really like a soundtrack because soundtracks are just kind of weird and very, very, very short. But I think all the tracks on here are between like 5 to 7 minutes. It's a 47-minute long album, but there's just so many good feelings in it that makes you feel like, oh damn, this is Explosion in the Sky reaching out to you and telling you like, hey, we still got this, and that's what it is. For me being an Explosion in the Sky fan, yes, I love this album, and I think I did an album review because it's better than the last one. If it wasn't better than the last one, I probably would never did an album review. So I just want to hype the shit out of this album. Go listen to it. Buy merch. Go check them out live if you can. You gotta hurry up because those tickets sell out fast. And yeah, enjoy this album. Like I said, this is definitely gonna be in my best albums of 2023 video, which will probably come out the first or second week of December. Be sure to check that one out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. But before I end this video, I do have some shout outs. 3 bands I want to recognize that came out with albums this year. If you like post-rock, then check out this band. They've been around for a while. I would say probably since 2015. This band is called Bolt, B-O-L-T, with their new album called 05. And this is like post-rock, a little bit post-metal, droney, and doom, and some glimpse of black metal, because the last album was like a little bit black metal. But it's pretty good. I think it's pretty gnarly. It's epic. It's very creative. Something different in Explosion in the Sky, so be sure to check that one out. Also, I got some local heroes to me because I think they sound badass, and I think the next biggest thing that are going to blow up, and I hope they do, is a band called Pale Fade, which is they came out with a new album called Insurmountable Grief and the Loss of Everything Dear, and this album's badass. Like, I can't explain more about it. Go check it out. If you like the scram, screamo, post-hardcore, shoegaze, post-rock, this band's gonna blow your mind. They fucking kick ass. And the last album that I want to recognize and shout out to is a band from France called, I think it's called Lux or Lux, L space UX, with their new album called Become Your Star. And it came out like in January 2023, but it's a badass album. So those are the 3 albums I want to recognize and shout out, and go give them a listen. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment below of this album or any other bands that sound like Explosion Sky or post-rock or anything that you want to share. And y'all take care and peace.